Subscribe GA. Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eddie rejects a new lie from Nina Jordan, Leo resigns. Ned Quartermaine asserted that he was Eddie Maine and refused to accept that he was either Olivia Quartermaine's husband or the father of Brook Lynn Quartermaine, according to a General Hospital recap. Ned called Tracy Quartermaine lady and had no idea what she was talking about when she attempted to remind him of the time he fell in the Metro Court pool and hit his head. Olivia worried that Ned might not remember his true background if this were to be similar to Jason Morgan's Steve Burton brain injury after everyone had left Ned's room. Although Eddie Maine was formerly only Ned's rock star character, he now genuinely thought he was an alter ego of Eddie and had no interest in being around his family. In a conversation with Ned's loved ones, T.J. Ashford, Taj Bello, brought up hiring a professional. The doctor also cautioned that because Ned's brain was so complex, he might have a protracted rehabilitation process. Leo Quartermaine received motivation from Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, after Don Falconeri took him to General Hospital, and he subsequently broke into Ned's room. Eddie resisted being called anyone's father when Leo attempted to address Ned as his father. Leo attempted to remind Ned that he was his adopted child, but Ned persisted in his denial. Following that, Tracy updated Leo on Ned's brain injury, which was creating some memory problems, but she felt that Ned still knew who they were insinuately. Zeke Robinson, Gavin Houston, was forced to reveal by Portia Robinson, Tanisha Harbour, that Jordan Ashford, Curtis Ashford, had kissed him at the Metro Court. Jordan confessed to Zeke during their date night, which Zeke used to confirm his knowledge. Later, Portia questioned Curtis, who maintained that there had only been one kiss a short time before. Portia jokingly questioned whether she ought to send Jordan a thank you letter after Curtis said it made him want to try his marriage once more. Curtis knew Portia was furious about the secret kiss, but he didn't think it was as bad as the years he'd spent lying about Trina Robinson's Tabiana Alley parentage. Jordan had been Curtis' confidant at the time of the lip lock, but Curtis wanted to put Jordan in the past. Portia snatched her hands away as Curtis urged her not to give up on them when they were so close to getting back on track. Despite her desire to believe Curtis, Portia fled in tears after needing some time to comprehend everything. Zeke stunned Trina by advising that she stayed away from Curtis for the time being while they were near the pool. Ava Jerome called Austin Gatlin Holt from Sonny's house and said that she might be able to gain the key to Sonny's home office. Ava pondered whether she would ever have another opportunity, while Austin fretted that this may not be the best time to look into pikeman information. Ava, however, unplugged when she heard the nanny Pilar arrives so she could appear to be lounging on the couch reading a magazine. As Pilar was leaving, she observed that a drawer had been left open from where Ava had been digging, and she seemed suspicious of Ava. Laura Collins, Jenny Francis, who Austin discovered groggy at the hospital, stated that she had some blood work done in preparation for her trip to Chechnya. Austin tried his hardest to persuade Laura not to travel somewhere so risky. He even used the mayor's office by posing as a worried citizen. Laura refused to back down and subsequently went to Jordan's office to request that she step down as police commissioner. Jordan was surprised, but Laura clarified that she had to have Jordan start working as her deputy mayor immediately away. Jordan initially contested the notion, but in the end she agreed to take over as deputy mayor and stand in for Laura while she was away. Ava met in secret with Austin during this time, and Austin pressed her to persuade Sonny to terminate Pilar because she was already under suspicion. Ava agreed with the idea because it would allow for the hiring of a different nanny who might be more helpful. When Nina learned about the struggles the Quartermaines were facing, she told Sonny that her own issues didn't seem as severe. Nina lied about throwing her engagement ring down the drain because she knew Sonny still wanted to know why she had been acting so agitated earlier. Of course, Sunny pretended like it didn't matter because they could contact the plumber and started to worry about Nina's behavior. Nana conveyed that she had extremely bad news. Sunny reassured Nina that the ring was simply a piece of jewelry, despite her insistence that she loved it, and reminded him of how Nina into a warm embrace after making it plain that being with her was everything. Keep an eye out for Nina, according to General Hospital, as she faces more difficult situations. Nina's SEC tip-off will not be forgiven by Sunny. Sunny is Port Charles' most intelligent resident, as GH has made abundantly evident since the show's inception. More intelligent than the mayor, the police, and the district attorney's office, Sunny ultimately learns all and sees everything. GH conjecture. So it won't be long before Sunny puts everything together and realizes Nina was the one who misled the Securities and Exchanges Commission about Carly and Drew. The last remaining issue is whether Sunny will pardon his fiancée. What the viewers expected to happen has happened. Having some understanding, 5% of you would believe that Sunny's intelligence will also enable him to comprehend that Carly motivated Nina to commit her nefarious act. Carly made a point of preventing Nina from seeing her dying daughter Willow or the kids of Willow and Michael. Nina had to retaliate in some way. A question of scale. 20% of you say that Sunny won't be pleased, but that Nina's betrayal will be put on hold as soon as Sunny discovers what Michael has done to him. That ungrateful child, the boy Sunny adopted as his own and whose original father he had to threaten in order to persuade AJ to sign Michael over to him, has been plotting to bring Sunny down for months. And doing it with Dex Evanhofer. Michael is unaware of Sunny's devotion for all of his young mob members. He will be devastated by this. Crossing the line. GH. 75% believe Sunny will not spare any souls. Do you recall his response when Brenda used a wire to catch him? Sunny demands absolute loyalty from everyone, including those he loves, admires, is connected to, or whom he may have accidentally bumped with in an elevator in the past. Nina targeted Sunny's family when she pursued Carly. It implies that she pursued him. The worst that will happen to her is that she will cry in the rain. Can Drew calm down a furious Carly before she is accused of contempt? Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, who will be incensed by Drew Kane's SEC trial, is hinted at in General Hospital and updates. In reality, he's moving to Pentonville for 2 years, and Carly lets loose while Drew and his lawyer Zeke Robinson, Gavin Houston, thought they had a deal for 6 months in Spring Ridge. Hospital in general, the judge disapproved the plea agreement. The prosecutor and Zeke negotiated a plea deal with that judge in advance of the trial, with that judge serving as the first judge. Drew had informed Carly that the 6 months in Spring Ridge, the minimal security jail, wouldn't be too unpleasant because nobody there was really threatening. That wouldn't be too horrible, and visitation doesn't have 2 people talking on a red phone while standing on opposite sides of a glass. However, when Zeke, Drew, Carly, and other interested friends and family members who were permitted to attend the trial arrive, a different judge has already taken a seat behind the bench. Zeke and the prosecutor should have received a warning. And to make matters worse, the court has a bias towards the military. Yet neither Zeke nor the prosecutor received one. GH outraged, Carly Spencer tries to persuade Drew Kane to modify his request. Carly is furious and tries to convince Drew to change his plea after the court says he will spend the next 2 years in Pentonville, the closest white-collar jail, where Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, was initially housed, is in the Midwest. Neither Pentonville nor Spring Ridge are federal prisons, but at least they are closer. Even though he presents Drew with the fewest challenges when incarcerated in Pentonville, even if he was moved there, Drew tells Carly he must accept his fate. She will, as well as his other family members and friends, because it is too late to amend the plea at this point. But Zeke might challenge it. Hospital in General Spencer, Carly allowing things to run wild could lead to court contempt. Drew tries to calm Carly down as she loses control in front of everyone, including the judge who hasn't yet left the platform. If she doesn't cool off, She might be found in contempt of court, and this judge might throw her in jail right then and there. She criticizes the judge vocally, asks if they are familiar with the Quartermaine family, and nearly uses Sonny Corinto's name before she stops herself. Before the judge has Carly detained and taken out for a bailiff, Drew eventually manages to get her to stay quiet. He tells her he will be fine because he had been held captive in a Cassadine dungeon, which was worse than a prison like Pentonville. Thanks for watching if you liked this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.